Welcome to Truth or Tube. It's October 30th, 2020. For all you Biden supporters, I thought I'd show you this. And for you non-Biden supporters, I thought I'd show you this.
What we're going to make sure that we open safely. And by the way, all you teachers out there, not that many of you are going to die, so don't worry about it. Come on. Not that many of you are going to die, so don't worry about it. Come on. I've laid out a clear plan as to how to do those things, just to give people a shot. It's about accumulating the ability to have wealth, just to give people a shot. It's about accumulating a shot. It's about what.
Don't worry, teachers. Just a few of you will die. Don't worry about it. That's what Biden says, man. Listen, come straight for the horse's mouth.
What we're going to make sure that we open safely. And by the way, all you teachers out there, not that many of you are going to die, so don't worry about it. Come on. Not that many of you are going to die, so don't worry about it. Come on. I've laid out a clear plan as to how to do those things, just to give people a shot. It's about accumulating the ability to have wealth, just to give people a shot. It's about accumulating a shot. It's about
Yep, it's all about a shot. These crooks, man, they want to shoot us up. Hopefully Trump doesn't do that, but he appointed somebody that makes me very leery of her agenda. Pro-vax, pro-lockdown, Amy Coney. So I'm going to show you another video. If I can get my computer not to freeze up. All right. So we all know what's coming up, Halloween. What's up, Zoo Scott? Zoo's in the house. What's up, Zoo? Yeah, just collecting data for the next few days, and boy, am I on edge. That's all I can say. Hanging in there, though, guys. I'm hanging in there. How about you, Zoo? Here's the blue moon rituals. What's going on? We have two full moons. Happens to be the second one on Halloween. Tomorrow night, blue moon. No joke. If I can get it to work. Oh, boy. They didn't like the video I just showed. I can tell you that.
Hey guys, Pedro V here. So quickly,
because usually my video will get taken down, anything like Biden related.
Hey guys, Pedro V here. So quickly, I want to touch on the subject. With Halloween, there's also a blue moon.
Well, Halloween will be even spookier than usual this year. The sky will be lit up by a blue moon.
Throughout folklore and mythology, the full moon has always been linked to strange happenings on our planet. So in a way, 2020 has been one long full moon.
Or Halloween might be a little more spooky than usual this year. The sky will be lit by a blue moon.
Mother Nature is certainly giving photographers a rare treat on Halloween, a blue moon.
This one is going to be a blue moon. It's when two full moons appear in a single month.
With two full moons in October, it gives October that month to shine even brighter. The light becomes the manifestation to what is going on.
Yeah, there's usually 12 full moons in a year, one for each month. But this month, October will be shining extra bright.
This is all part of the manifestation, and this goes along with what Trump said after Biden mentioned a dark winter.
We're about to go into a dark winter.
And Trump says this is the final turn, the light at the end of the tunnel.
But we're not entering a dark winter. We're entering the final turn and approaching the light at the end of the tunnel. That's the way I looked at it.
But this month, October will be shining extra bright.
And Halloween remains a pagan holiday. They normalized this, and they will normalize these new rules and regulations within these holidays.
It's more scary, I guess. It's Halloween. It's more scary because there's an actual monster.
Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it. We have the best medical equipment. We have the best medicines, all developed recently.
There's no way around it. Trick-or-treating will be very different this year in the pandemic.
Well, this Halloween certainly shaping up to be unlike any other.
But the pandemic has made for some uncertainty just ahead of the spooky season.
But the question now is, how do we celebrate Halloween?
One of the spookiest days on the calendar could be canceled.
Health experts consider trick-or-treating a high-risk activity.
They can still celebrate the Halloween season and still do so safely.
If you're going to celebrate throughout Halloween and the fall activity, please do so as safely as possible.
There's a challenge to find out how to celebrate the holiday safely.
Make it a different kind of Halloween for you and your family.
She's already in the Halloween spirit.
And it was meant for children.
Mary, we invite you into our circle.
Krampus came not to reward, but to punish. Not to give, but to take.
It's a very important practice. Hashtags are, for us, are way more than a hashtag. It is literally almost resurrecting a spirit so that it can work through us to get the work that we need to get done.
What's interesting about is that they are so clearly understood to be positive figures in their society. No king could be without their counsel. No army could recover from a defeat without their ritual activities. No baby could be born without their presence.
In reality, such societies and secretive meetings do exist. Wall Street investors, business moguls, politicians, royalty, they're all coming together and keeping the media and everyone else out.
I think it's under control. I'll tell you what.
How? 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is. But that doesn't mean we aren't doing everything we can. It's under control as much as you can control it. This is a horrible plague that beset us.
Is history repeating itself? In 1918, the flu pandemic caused Halloween cancellations across the country, and it could happen again.
You have said a vaccine is coming soon, within weeks now. Your own officials say it could take well into 2021 at the earliest for enough Americans to get vaccinated. And even then, they say the country will be wearing masks and distancing into 2022. Is your timeline realistic?
No, I think my timeline is going to be more accurate. I don't know that they're counting on the military the way I do, but we have our generals lined up, one in particular that's the head of logistics. And this is a very easy distribution for him. He's ready to go as soon as we have the vaccine. And we expect to have 100 million vials. As soon as we have the vaccine, he's ready to go.
Meaning the clock is now ticking on flu season.
So we want to make sure that before Halloween gets here, you need to have at least 2 weeks of time with the vaccine in your body to develop full antibodies.
Encouraging everyone to get their flu shots since it takes several weeks to become effective. Here in the Spirit Halloween on it.
If you do want to trick or treat, make sure it's only with members of your household.
In most parts of the world, due to lockdown, most of the transmission that's actually happening in many countries now is happening in the household, at family level. In some senses, transmission has been taken off the streets and pushed back into family units. Now we need to go and look in families to find those people who may be sick and remove them and isolate them in a safe and dignified manner.
So with the flu vaccines and the upcoming COVID vaccines, we know that they plan to use whatever means to get to the children. There's many rituals and evil taking place, so we must pray and stand firm against it.
I started enjoying Halloween so much more when I had kids, right?
And right now, parents are starting to think of creative ways to still celebrate the holiday.
Now, some are now finding other ways to safely celebrate.
No doubt that Halloween is going to look different this year in the middle of this pandemic, but it doesn't mean that you still can't enjoy the holiday, eat some candy while you're at it.
Everyone's going to be celebrating Halloween differently across the country, but that doesn't mean you have to sit this year out.
The president and first lady recently recovered from the coronavirus. The White House did not cancel this celebration. Instead, they added special safety precautions.
Halloween was celebrated at the White House. President Trump and the First Lady greeting costume trick-or-treaters.
They entered at the gates to the South Lawn and were welcomed by President Trump.
Who were dressed up as superheroes, fairies, and skeletons. And this year, the kids got their candy before filing past the first couple because of the health crisis.
Rights of a people, how to live and how to be treated. That has not existed on our planet forever. Okay? But we created that. We created the idea of freedom. We created the idea of space travel. We created the idea of free energy. Now, yes, a lot of that has also come from the outside. But the reality is, the reason it's coming from the outside is because we pulled it here. Us, okay, as a collective consciousness. We pulled all that to us. We even pulled the ETs here. And they've been here for a very, very long time. Okay, the worshiping of the gods, Hermes and Titan and yada, yada, yada. Okay? We did that because we are that powerful. We're magnificent. They are absolutely in awe of the ability for people to create music, like our musicians here. They're amazed that they can just pull it out of nowhere. Because the Andromedans, they don't do that. As advanced as they are, they can't do that. What they do is, as they travel through star systems, they have these holographic cameras that take pictures of stars, constellations, planets, and they all have a tone, and a frequency. And what they'll do is they'll record that, and then they will overlay those tones and frequencies, and that's how they create their music. All right? They take the music that the universe creates. We, on the other hand, we create our own. We just pull it out of nowhere. Now, it's the Andromedan perspective that we have all outlived our religions 450 years ago. But you know, everybody's looking, everybody's trying to find their own way. And hopefully they will all find it in their time. We do have a window, however, and I know that there's a lot of talk of 2012. I honestly do not know what's going to happen. I don't know exactly how it's going to happen. I don't necessarily know that I want to know. This is quite an adventure. And there is really something very profound about living in the moment. Because then you really pay attention. You're not thinking past it. You're really grateful for the moments that you're in right now and really gratified for those moments that you have. Because time is really the only currency that we have. It's not money, it's time. There's not a minute you can get back. You can always make another dollar, but there's not a minute once it's gone that you can get back. I wanted to share with you the definition of who we are supposed to be, or who we're going to become. I've asked this question several times, and finally, Visayas, after much hemming and hawing, agreed to share it with me, who they see us becoming. Is it possible to have just a little light? here. Okay. You're the man. I have to be more specific. Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay. I wish I knew what I did with it. Okay. I asked one time in just pure desperation, what's going to happen to us? And, they've had a hard time with some of my passion and my emotions. I mean, I'm a Terran, and we use them here, not always responsibly, but we do. So I was just like, what is it that you want me to do? Just out of pure frustration. What's going to happen to us? And I just screamed at Visayas. And he just very calmly looked at me, and he goes, this is how we foresee who you will all become. Responsible freedom of self-determination, becoming truly self-confident and free to unconditionally be responsible for yourself without being coerced by some other authority. Okay? They've said many, many times we are already who we need to be. It's just a question of remembering. And in that remembering, it's about letting go of what we would perceive as mistakes, of regrets. I had a contact in the 90s, and it was at a particular time in my life where just a lot of things weren't going well. And I didn't see any point in even being here. And I was with them on the ship, and I'm like, okay, I'm already in another reality. I just want to stay with you. And that was my request. I just want to stay with you. Don't even bother to take me back. I don't care about anything there. And I literally, with just the clothes on my back, I was ready to go. I was done. Unfortunately, they were not going to allow that to happen. And I was forced to come back. And I'm standing on the ground, and I'm watching them leave, and I'm crying. I'm like, you're abandoning me, and I don't want to be here. And Visayas was at the door, and he just very quietly and in his way telepathically said, Alex, the love that you withhold is the pain that you carry, lifetime after lifetime. And that was a real aha moment, okay? And it was an aha moment because we make decisions like that without ever thinking about them, really. Somebody calls us on the phone, hey, I really need to talk to you. I have a situation. And you're like, I've had a crappy day. I can't be bothered with it. And you just don't call them back. Or the kids want to do something, and they really want to do it, and you're just too tired, and you say, no, we're not going to do it. And the decision isn't that you could do it. The decision is that you chose not to do it. And maybe those aren't the best examples, but we all have made choices to withhold love. From partners, from family, from ourselves. We've all made those decisions. And those are tough. Those are really, really tough to look at. We've all been there. And being consciously aware of not choosing to withhold love is an amazing feat. And it is not an easy one either. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't remind myself of that. I mean, that was an aha moment that's with me every day now. Doesn't always mean that, you know, I always make the best choices or the right choices. I wanted to share also with you
So guys, thanks for joining me this morning. Yeah, so where I want to go with this is there's a video that I came across that's also to do with quantum computing, this quantumness. So let me connect the dots here with that video. Thanks for joining me, guys, this morning. Guys, I have that other video on my other watch list, so I have to go get it. So let me play this video right now. This is on human cloning while I pull up that other video. All right. All right, guys, I'm having a hard time finding videos that I saved in my playlist because they've been erasing them lately. So give me a minute to figure out the next one. Because I'm lost with that. The videos that I was going to show you with that, I got to find the channel now because they've taken his videos, all 3 or 4 of them that I put on my watch list. All of them are not there. So give me a minute, guys. Let me figure this out. I appreciate it, though, for hanging in here for a minute. Let me figure out what the heck's going on here. Okay. No, I don't want that one, but it's a good one. Okay, hold on a minute. If my computer would not freeze, it would be great. So guys, I hope everybody's having a great day. You might want to back up the video at the beginning. Okay, here's one that's really nasty. It's really gory. But it's the truth. This one is the truth of what's in our food. So you might want to see this. So I'm going to play it. It's really gory. It's gory as far as it's the truth, man. It sucks. Cinemix.
Fighter till the end. I keep coming after hope's won. Then ain't no sickness, ain't no luck, ain't no evil, just an absence of love. So like a rebel bird, like a rebel bird in the freedom, like a rebel bird in the freedom. When your walls come tumbling down, fire, so when I burn, they come for miles, just to watch and learn. No sorrow, ain't no news, ain't no fortune left to want or to lose. So like a rebel bird, Fighter till the end. I keep coming after hope's won. Then ain't no sickness, ain't no luck, ain't no evil, just an absence of love. So like a rebel bird, like a rebel bird.
All right, so that's what's in our food, and the candy and the Pepsi drinks, all of it. All of those brands that you've seen, Cinemix. Yep, that's aborted baby fetus cells put back in our food, so we are cannibalistic. Here's a video that I was trying to find, and I found it. The quantum reality that we live in, guys. And here it explains everything. This is a great video. I'm glad I found this person in this video. Patience is a virtue, especially on my channel, because, yeah. You've been wondering why it's taking so long. Sorry, guys. Sip on that coffee or tea, do whatever, and sit back and relax. This is a good one. If I can get it up. Okay, guys, so this will be my last video for the morning. This is my opinion. This is a plandemic, scamdemic, what is going on with the mask agenda and the whole lockdown. All this has to do with the same thing. We are going to WW3. This is planned to propaganda. And not only were we involved in the Wuhan lab, but we had multiple people invested in Wuhan lab 4. So this is not just a China thing. And this video straight lays it out. So I have to put this out there before I leave.
There's a conspiracy theory going around that China created the virus to purposely use against the US, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, because why would China jeopardize their biggest customer as far as where exports are concerned? China does everything, including buying media companies, to give Americans a positive perception about China. They even had Red Dawn changed from the villain was supposed to be China and was changed to Korea. China is one of the largest purchaser of United States national debt. They have purchased many assets, including shipping ports, which I think they shouldn't be able to purchase. No foreign country should be able to purchase anything strategic. I don't care if there's some Chinese virologist that said that they made the virus for, maybe another country had ordered them to create it if they actually did, because there's virology laboratories making deadly viruses throughout the world. And would they not only use it on their biggest export destination, but would they use it on their own people like that and jeopardize their control system that they have in place? I truly doubt it. China's not some rogue power that's trying to cause havoc. They're controlled franchisee corporation just like any other country in the world. Whereas Western countries don't have the social crediting system and other control systems as developed and as far as China. The elite in the United States want you to think that there's always some foreign threat. Well, the threat is not foreign. The threat is domestic. The threat is already there. The threat is the elite that run the country and tell politicians like Trump and Biden what to do. Those are their minions. So China did not create the virus on their own. If it was created there, they were ordered to do it. They're not going to jeopardize, as I said before, their top customer. They're not going to jeopardize all the assets they have there, because they can be seized if there's some sort of, if it's considered war, they can seize the assets, the foreign assets of the nation they're at war with. Stop believing the government propaganda that the enemy is foreign. Propaganda is legal since the Smith Modernization Act of 2012, which is contained in the National Defense Authorization Act of 2013. Propaganda is legal. It's legal to lie to the people, and that's what they're doing. So stop believing the lies. There's a conspiracy theory going around that China created the virus to purposely use against the US, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, because why would China jeopardize their biggest customer as far?
Yep, guys, I happen to think the same thing. This is propaganda used against Americans. Smith and Mundt Act, thanks to Obama, and they are just using it against us to help facilitate our hatred for China and their wrongdoings and all that. So anyways, I gotta go, and I'll talk to you guys tonight, dressed in a costume if you'd like, and I'll be here probably around 11 p.m. Much love, guys, and I will see you tonight, and I will make a live stream link. All right, guys. Yes. All right. I gotta go, guys. Much love and light. Take care, everyone. Thanks, Leslie, for joining me. Zeus, Scott, everyone up there, and Eric. I'll talk to you guys later. Much love.
You intend your video?